It is the 22nd of September. It is the autumnal equinox. And it is the day that Dark Souls was released. At least the original version on PS3 and Xbox 360. In order to celebrate this monumentous day, I'm going to be playing through, well, the closest I can get to the original, at least on PC. Prepare the edition. And yes, this is hardcore OG. This is the Games for Windows Live version. You cannot use online play because you're not connected to Games for Windows Live. Game will start in offline mode. Yep. Prepare the edition, baby. Yeah, this is from 2012. It came out in a different date. I think 23rd of August, if I'm not mistaken, but it doesn't matter. Look at that. Live. Nope. Games for Windows Live is dead. We all hate it. It was probably one of the worst platforms. It had GTA 4 was gated, unfortunately, by it. Halo 2 for Vista, also unfortunate victim of that. Let's start a new game. Adjust the brightness until flame is visible and dragon invisible. Yes, the Age of Fire, not the Age of Dragons. They start you from here, baby. The controls are going to be default. Oh, not default. Actually, I'm one of those weirdos that play with reverse X-axis and Y-axis. It's from Zelda. Don't blame me. Auto lock on. Sure, why not? Auto wall recovery. I'm not even sure what this does. Vibration should work. I mean, I have an Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. Show blood. Old games had this option. It's so bizarre. Subtitles, sure. HUD. Yeah. This is the default. Join leaderboard. That's a thing. Okay. I got this from the High Seas, so I think it came pre-installed with DSFix because it has 60 Hz, apparently. I'm not sure if this even has DSFix. I don't know. We'll see. Anti-aliasing. Okay. Controls, default. Not going to touch those. Don't need to. This game was not made to be played with a mouse and keyboard. This is why I couldn't get into it originally, because it just does not have mouse and keyboard prompts. I didn't have a controller. I'm gonna name myself, enter character name. Equinox, that's right. Sex, yes please. I mean, male character. Ability is not affected. Okay. Remember when we had actual genders instead of body type A and body type B? Thanks, Demon Souls Remake. Class, I'm gonna be reading through absolutely everything. This is gonna be not just, you know, a nostalgic throwback for me, because I did play Prepared Edition way back in the day. It's also gonna be a celebration of the game's anniversary, because this is what it is. But it's also gonna be a lore playthrough, if that's even a thing. So let's read through I'm gonna read through everything. Fearless Warrior, Weapon Expert, High Strength, Dexterity. This is for melee only builds. It's really good. You can see the stats below. Low ranking Knight, High HP, Solid Armor, not easily toppled. This is almost the same, but more defensive than offensive, and it has a bit of fate, but just a little bit. Aimless Wanderer, Wield Scimitar, High Dexterity. Obviously for dexterity builds. Intelligence is also kind of not too low. Guilt-Ridden Thief, High Critical Hits, has Master Key. This is one of the harder classes. It has high dexterity. Its starting weapon is good for bleeding and crits, really good for crits. Has decent intelligence, surprisingly. Everything else is kind of low. Resistance is high. Resistance is a joke. Best thing, has the Master Key. So, this is a really good class. Savage Bandit, High Strength, wields Heavy Battle Axe. Obviously, good for strength builds. Also has a lot of health. Yeah. Bow Wielding Hunter. Okay, close range, but weak with magic. Ooh, they actually fixed the translation. Because in the older versions, it says weak to magic. Which is incorrect. There's no weak to magic thing. It's just bad with magic because his intelligence and faith are kind of low. Starts with a bow. Yeah, and I think 30 standard arrows. Sorcerer of Vinheim Dragon School. Casts soul sorceries. Obviously for sorceries, intelligence builds, has high attunement and intelligence and decent dexterity. Swamp Pyromancer. Casts fire spells and wields a hand axe. This is level 1. Its stats are kind of balanced. Has a bit more strength than dexterity, you can see. Okay, intelligence. High resistance, which is not really a good stat, but that's fine. Cleric on Pilgrimage. Wields mace and casts healing miracles. Obviously for faith builds. Strength is a bit better than dexterity, just like the Pyromancer. Yeah. It has decent attunement. Pyro has better attunement. I think it has 2 slots. Uncloth Enigma. Only armed with club and old plank shield. Yeah. You only start with these things, no armor. And all your stats are super balanced. Like, they're all equal. All 11. This is a very interesting playthrough. Everybody uses this. I'm gonna use a Pyromancer because I love Pyromancies. It's my nostalgic class. And yeah, it's fun and easy. And fun. Gift. No sign of a gift. No, use this. Goddess's Blessing. Divine Holy Water. Fully restores HP and status. Black Firebomb. Explodes upon impact when thrown. More deadly than STD Bomb. It's supposed to say Standard Bomb, but one unfortunate abbreviation. Twin Humanities. Tiny sprite called Humanity. Sometimes found on carcasses. Binoculars. Used to peer at faraway sights. Pendant. Trinket, no effect, but fond memories comfort travelers. Master Key. Opens any basic lock. Initial equip for Thief. Tiny Being's Ring. Special Tribal Ring. HP recovers slowly while equipped. This is a mistranslation. Doesn't regenerate HP. Just wrong. It increases it by a really, I think like 10%, which is really, really small. Old Witch's Ring. Gift from a witch. Ancient ring with no obvious effect. This is what I'm going to choose. Because this, it's a full heal. Cool. This you can, I think you can buy these eventually. These, you can find them. It's not like a huge deal. Binoculars, you can find them like at the start of the game. Pendant doesn't do anything. That's the deal. Master Key is the best one for second, or if you know what you're doing, playthrough. Which I'm not gonna be doing this. This is not very good. Better than nothing. And this is for lore and aesthetics, which that's what I'm gonna be doing. Physique. You have to become naked to see it, but it's fine. Average, slim, very slim. Skin bones, large, very large. Serious presence. Rip muscle physique, especially upper body. Oh, rippled, large physique, mostly lower body. Top heavy, tiny head, proportionally small. Could be very intellectual. I think I'm gonna go with average. Face. These are your presets. Commoner. Very average commoner face. Delta farmer. Commonly seen face in the 5-finger delta. Astora noble. Handsome face of the refined. Common in Astora. Dragon scholar. Intelligent, sharp lines, but scholarly looks invite insult. Thorland cleric. Look common in Thorland, known for its stalwart clerics. Jubilant Katarina. Jovial features of Katarina, known for festivity and drink. Dubious Karim. Ominous features associated with the Earl of Karim. Classic Xena. Thoughtful, mature face, common in historical Xena. Eerie Great Swamp. Great Swamp heretics face prejudice for their atypical looks. Far East traveler. Face from a distinct eastern land of almond eyes and thin lips. I'm gonna go with the Great Swamp for lore reasons. Hair, cleanly shaved bald head. Rough warrior hair, shows age. Clipped shirt with a slight wave. Long hair pulled back. Long hair pulled back and bound. Natural long hair, accented by sweat. Neatly kept hair, common for youth. Neatly kept hair, slightly long. Sharply curled hair, but cut short. Neatly trimmed as the old nobility. I don't know, I think I'm gonna go with curly, probably. Although wild is also kind of cool. Maybe wild, I don't know. Color. It's just the color of your hair. Not the eyebrows though. This is, I think it's almost as same, probably the same. At least I've heard same type of character creator as in Oblivion. I go with black. I'm gonna customize it, but you don't have to see this. I think this should be good. Yeah, this is totally what I look like in real life. Absolutely no doubt. It's a limited character creator. What can you do? What can you do? And I think that's gonna be it. Look at us go. So it's gonna be level 1, obviously. Here is our stats. Here are our stats and items. So without further ado, let's get rolling. Okay, to start game with this character? Okay.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty gods peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Northern Undead Asylum. Welcome to Dark Souls. I'm going to be reading through absolutely everything like I said. So, first of all, let's start with this baby. You have to press X to read it. This black crystal, long a symbol of farewell, is granted to banished undead. The crystal sends phantoms near to their homes, or sends you back to yours. Beware of fickle use of this item if you intend to nurture relations. This is an online play item. It doesn't tell you like in Demon Souls. By the way, the narration is the same voice actress as in Demon Souls. This basically lets you quit out of co-op or... Yeah, co-op, pretty much. The dark sign signifies an accursed undead. Those branded with it are reborn after death, but will one day lose their mind and go hollow. Death triggers the dark sign, which returns its bearer to the last bonfire rested at, but at the cost of all humanity and souls. I'm glad how they actually... Even dying is a mechanic. It's genius. Fireball. Yep. Magic type pyromancy. Standard pyromancy of the Great Swamp hurls fireball. The fire damage caused by fireballs makes them effective against corporeal beasts and undead who by nature fear flame. Curious. I only have this. Straight sword hilt. There's only one in the whole game. Even if you go to New Game Plus, you can't really find anything again. It's a straight sword, regular and thrust attack. The hilt of this lost sword was found discarded in the Undead Asylum, only slightly better than one's bare hands, and not recommended for extensive use. Be certain to find a replacement quickly. And you have these things. The tattered set with the heavy boots. Really good against fire. Really good. Really good against... exceptionally good against poison. Actually, a really good set. Hood worn by pyromancers of the Great Swamp. Though it appears tattered, it is actually quite strong. Their attire offers substantial protection against poison, fire, and other forces of nature out in the hinterlands, where they are driven. Robe. The manchettes. And boots made of thick leather. The boots of the pyromancers are incredibly tough on account of the rugged grasslands and treacherous swamps they must traverse. Their soles are nearly impenetrable. Very good. And this is my starting gift. Old ring from an old witch. Engraved minutely with indecipherable script, but seemingly useless. Yep, that's it. Yeah. This doesn't feel like 60 FPS to me. I don't know. Dungeon cell key. Let's check it out immediately. Key to the dungeon of the Undead Asylum to the north. A mysterious knight, without saying a word, shoved the corpse down into the cell. And on its person was this key. Who was this knight? And what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. Yep, and I'm hollow too. Use dungeon cell key. Yep. Right stick, camera controls. Right bumper, attack. Hello there. 4 hits, huh? Okay. This man gave me 20 souls. Strong attack. You have to lock on. It's not working. 3 strong attacks. Left stick and hold B. Dash. Oh, yes. Right stick. Target lock. / release. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time basically invented this. Locking on. Now, I wish you could climb up faster in this game. Unfortunately, it wasn't invented yet. It's way faster than Demon Souls. I'll tell you that much. And you can slide down too. Rested Bonfire. Recover HP. Light it first. Light it, baby. Bonfire lit. And let's rest. Now, you could attune magic, but I already have my magic attuned. Nothing on the second. Nothing for a second slot though. Let's leave. I love the fire effects. They're so good. Now, you could just go here. Does not open from this side. Classic music. Tell you what, I'm gonna try and kill this guy with just the straight sword. Hilt. The straight sword hilt. Hello there? Get away. Well, I'm gonna try something else, actually. Yeah, 2 damage. That is nuts. Oh, I didn't block. I didn't dodge it. Very curious. Yeah, the shockwave is a bit silly. This ain't Elden Ring though, where they ground pound the whole place up. You can only, when you're locked down, you can only dodge in 4 directions, just like in Demon Souls. You get used to it. Oh, that didn't hit me. Funny. I like this boss quite a lot. I don't even mind that they reused it in Elden Ring. They sure did, though. That shouldn't have hit me. I might just bite the dust after this. I'm gonna give it a fair shot. Get away! No, you get away. I think it's a mysterious knight that wrote these messages. I couldn't dodge it.
You died.
Oh, I gave it a fair shot. Now let's do this as Miyazaki intended. White Sign Soapstone. Online play item. We'll not be using this, trust me. Funny how the actual door is closed again. Some things are weird like that. And of course, this is Dark Souls. Just like Demon Souls, when you die, you leave all your souls. And humanity in this game, so just pick them up. And what you're supposed to do is go here. Yep. Now, the bonfire doesn't become a checkpoint unless you actually sit on it. Get your shield. Oh, and what a shield it is. Correct round shield. Oh boy. Yes, open menu, arms icon, change equipment. Ooh, this is bad. This is the worst starting shield, probably the worst in the game. Round wooden shield, cracked and nearly broken. Wood shields are lighter than metal shields, but this one has lower physical damage reduction stability, partially due to cracking. Worst shield in the game, easily, I would say. And hold this to block. LB with shield equipped. Of course, it's always just nicer to dodge. How many hits is it gonna take? I just want to see how much it takes. Okay, that's a lot of hits. Let's start backstabbing. Hand axe. Is he gonna follow me? I don't think he is. Small hand axe appears identical to a lumberjack's tool, but has an ideal weight and strength, and is easy to handle. One wrong swing leaves the wielder wide open, so timing and proximity to the enemy must be judged carefully. Yeah. Change weapons. Right, left and right, and down to toggle items, which I don't have any items. Ooh, a fog gate. And in Demon Souls and Dark Souls, they don't always show you... Hello there. They don't always lead to a boss. And this little thing here, this little beauty, is something we'll get later. Nothing over there. This is super important, but you can't get it. This is basically the game's way of telling you, hey, you can go back here later. Backstep and roll. We already know all this. How do I get in here? Let's see what's down there. There's our shortcut. Dark Souls, full of shortcuts. You gotta love it. At least the first game. Then it's like shortcuts for shortcuts' sake. And here's Miyazaki's little prank. This won't kill you. It'll just hurt you and knock you back. The funny rock. Funny ball.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you?
What is your decision? Yes.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. When thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords, when thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Yes, 5.
Oh, and this.
Undead Asylum key. Second floor east key.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
Next, use item. Let's read it first, of course. It's automatically equipped, which is good. You always get your stuff equipped automatically when in this game, just like Demon Souls, which isn't really the best thing. The undead treasure these dull green flasks filled with Estus at bonfire. Fills HP. The Estus flasks are a link to the Firekeepers. The Dark Tales also make reference. An emerald flask from the Keeper's soul. She lives to protect the flame, and dies to protect it further.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
Of course. And he died. He only had 100 soul on him. Used Undead Asylum second floor keys key. Why? Wield right weapon two-handed. This? Left stick plus RB, kick. Left stick plus RT, jump attack. This is such a terrible description, but this is the kick, and this is the jump attack. You have to tap it to the forward slightly. Resting in bonfire revives enemies. Sure does. Oh, only 2 hits. Okay. Pillage Corpse. They can't see me from here. Pyromancy Flame. Yes. Now you can use any hand. There's no default suggestion. So the actual punch scales with intelligence. But it doesn't. The damage from pyromancies does not scale with anything. Flame medium used by Great Swamp pyromancers. Pyromancers arouse this flame to produce various fire arts. Equip Pyromancer Flame to produce pyromancy. Attune pyromancies from a scroll at bonfire. Most pyromancies have a limited number of uses. Yep. Did I equip it already? I guess I didn't. Jeez. Well, I'm gonna... And I'm already rushing like crazy. While falling, plunging attack. Yes. With sorcery flame equipped. Right button. Yeah, right button I'm gonna use in my left hand though, because I'd like to have my weapon in the other one. And now he's gonna use a shield, so you know. Yes. Backstabbing, and this is to parry. After parrying, riposte. I'm gonna just show off a riposte real quick. After I get my ass kicked, of course. Like this. $80 souls. Cool. It's locked. This is where you can't go yet. But you can and should go here later. Let's have a drink just because of my mistake. I like how it's green in the original. It wasn't like DS2 where it's yellow. So I'm back. Here's the plunging attack. Yeah. That's different. This is so cool. I love this. It's such a cool mechanic. Throwing fireballs will never get old. Whoa. Big Pilgrim's Key. If you kill this big boy with before getting your equipment, 1 humanity, you actually get the demon's great hammer, which is pretty cool. 2,000 souls. Cool. And the door is behind us. This is our door. Let's just read this thing first. It got equipped in a minute, which isn't great. Rare tiny black sprite found on corpses. Used to gain 1 humanity and restore a large amount of HP. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life. And what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? Yep. Doesn't tell you. Key to the inner door of the undead asylum. Main hall. Big key belonging to a chosen undead pilgrim. But this chosen undead knows not what the pilgrimage has in store. What this pilgrimage has in store, I can't read today. Use Big Pilgrim's Key. Good job. Go straight ahead. Well, there is one thing here I can do. Just gotta show it off. Me?
You. Give me warm. Give me soft.
Now, please behave yourself with your jokes. But yeah, you can't drop it because it's equipped. You have to unequip it first. Here, now you can drop it. Yes, I'm gonna drop the humanity. What about it? And yeah, now you have to reset the area. You can die. You can rest at a bonfire. Actually, you can't rest. You can warp, which you can't do right now. So either die or quit the game. Crest of Artorias. This game uses an autosave function. Do not turn off the power or quit the game while the save indicator is seen at upper right of screen. English. This mechanic is super ungood. It was the same in Demon's Souls, where if you want to trade with the crow, you have to leave the item and then reset the area. Which, how are you supposed to figure that out? And even when you figure it out, it's still super inconvenient and lame and stupid, and I hate it. 20 minutes. Damn. I thought it was slower. Estus Flask.
You give me warm. Give me soft.
And look at this ring we have here. Ring of Sacrifice. This mystical ring was created in a sacrificial rite of Velka, the goddess of sin. Its wearer will lose nothing upon death, but the ring itself breaks. Good for suicide runs, when you have to just go and get something and risk dying.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Firelink Shrine. Home sweet home. In Lordran, level up and kindle at bonfires. What's kindling? Who knows? Let's talk to this fellow, maybe he knows.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Classic Dark Souls wacko NPCs. Here's more humanity. You can only trade with the crows once. An item once per playthrough. I just want to show these things off. Now this gives me conniptions in this place. This is apparently, I think if you lose an item, it respawns here after a couple days. I'm not sure. This is a neat statue. You can break those. Of course you can break those. You have to break those. If you don't break those, what are you even doing? Now, I am gonna level up first. Now you can level up. And kindle. No humanity. And reverse hurling. Cannot kindle while hollowed. Let's level up. Now, I was thinking of making this a strength build, but of course with attunement, but I think maybe dexterity would be cooler. Oh, I thought I had 8 dexterity, not 9. Okay. Cool, fair enough. I think I want to give my dude some actually some endurance. I think would be a bit more useful here. Yeah. Also, if you've noticed, I have 10 Estus now instead of 5. I'm gonna talk to you once again.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow.
Ah, well, you know.
Who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Oh, could it now? I want to just get a few things early. No response. She cannot speak. Yes, you would need a Firekeeper soul to reinforce your Estus Flask. No response. She cannot speak. So she has a name. She's called Anastasia, which you won't find out very in a long time, in like a while. You won't find out her name in a while. Just destroyed that thing completely. And yes, you can go here. You shouldn't, but you can. There are some things. Look at this sexy corpse. Soul of a nameless soldier. So I promised we'd read, so read we will. Soul of a nameless undead soldier who has long ago gone hollow. Used to require souls. Souls are the source of all life, and whether undead or even hollow, one continues to seek them. Yeah, sucks, don't it? Practically hollow. Hello. You're cool, I know that. This is New Londo Ruins. What a place, man. I mean, this guy's chilling. This guy's really chilling. I mean, look at him, stupid sexy hello. His eyes are burning, but he's fine.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Ricky of Vinheim. I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
I'm gonna talk to you again later. Now, there's a thing I'm gonna get here. A thing or a couple of things. Do not worship the pot. That's bad for you. This is such a great... he's not touching the wall. Such a great place, because it's like, what are they doing? What are they worshipping? Are they mournful? Are they praying? Are they afraid? Do they regret something? So many questions. It's such a cool place. This guy's very perturbed, very upset. Jimmy's ruffled, fully. I like this. Transient curse. Oh yes, you can absolutely use this now. Limb of the victim of a curse. Temporary curse allows engagement with ghosts. What ghosts? The only way to fight back against ghosts who are cursed beings is to become cursed oneself. The safest method, however dreadful, is to cut off an arm of the dead. Yeah. Hello. Ghosts? What ghosts? Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. Not the arms thing. No. I'm gonna do something else. You see that? That little item there? I want that. I want it now. I'm gonna sacrifice my souls. It does not matter. This is super helpful. And hello, ghosties. No hugs for you. No hugs for you. You're bad. You're very bad. And here they can actually slightly push you off. Firekeeper soul. They're not gonna let me go, are they? Of course not. They're not gonna let me use the soul. The dark shine. Which is fine, it doesn't matter. It's absolutely the same. Yeah, okay, I'm dead. I get it. Jeez. Katarina Helm. The thing I got was Soul of a long-lost Firekeeper. Each Firekeeper is a corporeal manifestation of her bonfire, and a draw for the humanity which is offered to her. The soul is gnawed by infinite humanity, her soul, and can boost the power of a precious Estus Flask. of precious Estus Flask. I can't read today, I'm sorry. It can be used to gain humanity and restore HP at the cost of losing the Firekeeper soul to reinforce the Estus Flask. People actually do this by accident. Can you believe it? So, like I said, the reason that this is giving me 10 Estus instead of 5 is because of Anastasia down there. And she's a Firekeeper. She keeps the fire. And if you give her a soul of a Firekeeper, use Firekeeper soul to reinforce Estus Flask? Yes. That says +1. Estus Flask reinforced. Now it heals you more. How sick is that? Sup?
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
Is it now? Firebomb 6. You look like a bat. Bisque urn filled with black powder explodes, inflicting fire damage. Relatively powerful ranged weapon, especially in situations calling for fire damage. A very precious item at low levels. Many warriors use these to augment their strategic repertoire. And I don't think you can get anything up there anymore. However, you could go, and you should go here. I like how the teams just start playing. Gesture, yes. Hi. Waving the axe. Inconspicuously.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Sure. I'm gonna break over your pots now, that's... Never mentioned that. Firelink is so nostalgic, not even funny. Soul of a lost undead. Who has gone long ago hollow. I'm not gonna read these because they're the same thing, just swapped with different, words. And yes, you can and probably should just consume these. But I'm probably gonna do the soul duping glitch. And yes, fall in the dark pit, it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm gonna do. Oh, that camera is wonderful. Wonderful. I'm gonna do this a bit later. What's this? Homeward Bone. Why would I want a bone, Here somewhere. Bone fragment reduced to white ash. Return to last bonfire used for resting. Bonfires are fueled by bones of the undead. In rare cases, the strong urge of their previous owners to seek bonfires enchants their bones with a homeward instinct. Did they really put an apostrophe in owners? Okay. Cool. Da-da-da-da. Morningstar and Talisman. So the Talisman is actually... They're both weapons. Hammer with a sharp spike on its pommel. One of the more barbaric cleric weapons. Uniquely, this hammer inflicts thrust damage and causes bleeding. Thrust damage? I never even knew that. That's cool. Medium for casting Miracles of the Gods. Standard Talisman issued to common believers. Equip Talisman to cast miracles. Attune miracles from a scroll at a bonfire. Most miracles have a limited number of uses. Sure do. correct Red Eye Orb. Oof. Online play item. Invade another world. Hollows cannot use this item. The item. Defeat the master of the world you have invaded to acquire humanity. The correct Red Eye Orb allows players to temporarily imitate this ability normally, limited to the dark wraiths of Koth. Who's Koth? Who are the dark wraiths? I guess they're his dark wraiths. Temporarily imitate the ability. Interesting. Lloyd's Talisman. Or, just like the 4 Red Eye Orbs. Convenient, Talisman utilized by Allfather Lloyd's Cleric Knights to hunt down the undead. Blocks Estus recovery within a limited area. In the outside world, the undead are cursed creatures, and Lloyd's Cleric Knights are widely praised for their undead hunts. This blessed talisman blocks undead recovery, allowing the knights to fight with impunity. Sure does. Now I'm gonna try to just see how much damage I do to these fellas here. 94, pretty good. Ideally you want them to drop their shields. I parry this, you filthy casual. Yeah, that was our parry stance there. I don't want this yet, but I do want, probably this. Large Soul of Lost Undead. They all have the same text description. Winged Spear. Hello, big boy. Look at you. I'm gonna read this in a bit as soon as this guy decides he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Oh, he is out for blood, isn't he? Then I'm gonna get this and run back. Lord Soul of Lost Undead. Don't bleed me, please. You don't want this. No, yeah, I don't want to argue with these guys, so I'm just gonna chill at Firelink Shrine. And I'm back. Now, I'm gonna try to... Actually, I'm gonna kill these guys. I just kind of have to. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Can I save a fireball on this guy? What's stamina? Falling attack, always good. Now, I do want to get the things from over there, but I don't think these guys are gonna let me get them, are they now? Yeah, 2 for 1 special. Come on. How about you? Come on then. Scimitar. Okay, now let's actually read the weapons, shall we? First, the winged spear. A long hilted spear with a barbed point. Long reach and can be used with shield up. Very good. Effective against hard exteriors and hits for high damage at the right moment of an enemy's swing. This is basically explaining to you counter damage and the fact that you can shield poke. But the hit radius is small and is easily blocked by shields. Sad. Small curved sword. Each hit inflicts little damage, but fluid chain attacks are deadly. The scimitar's sharp slashing attacks are effective against cloth and flesh, but not against metal armor or tough scales. Yeah, the big guy is here too. So, what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna just bait him for here. They're gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna be like, you're not gonna get me. Oh, just one guy? Interesting, okay. Well, I'm gonna get this thing now. Or at least I'm gonna hope to get this thing. Hi, Binoculars. I'm gonna read you later. How am I alive? This is basically a... Okay, yeah, okay. I see how it is. I see what you mean. I'm not even gonna hit these guys. Why would I? Oh boy. Oh, bullshit. Come on. I just want to get this thing. Just gonna get this thing, and I'll be out of your hair in no time. Zweihander. Yeah, they're not gonna get me. They're not gonna let me go, are they? It's fun. This is fun to do. Just like, oop, I shouldn't be here, and yet here I am. Now you can do a cool little trick where you quit the game for punishment. Now, quitting the game, I think it's the same as in Demon Souls. Resets all the enemies. So you're still here, right? You saved and quit. You're still where you are. Health and everything. But they're resetting their positions. So all the big boys, and even the little guys, should be where they normally spawn. So let's hope that's actually how it is. Get a drink first. Yeah. It's all good. Now let's actually read our treasure. First, the binoculars, which are somewhere here. Binoculars made of brass, used to peer at distant scenery. This advanced device was built by a famous craftsman of Astora. Its utility is singular, but its applications many. The value of these specs depends greatly on the imagination of their owner. It's an item. You use it and you can look at stuff. One of the starting gifts, but you can just get it here. You have to know it's there, of course. You can zoom in and out with up and down on the D-pad. Yeah. You can. And one thing I'm gonna get is over here. Soul of a lost undead. Why did I dodge? I didn't press B. Why did I dodge there? Who killed Hannibal? There's the birdie. You can actually lock onto it, which is a little bit, you know, unnerving. Do not attack the bird. The bird is your friend. The bird is your friend. Another soul of a lost undead. Thank you very much. And you can actually go up here. Well, not. There really isn't much to do up here right now, but the bird is there for a reason. It's there for a reason. Sup?
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
A copper coin. Wow! Wow! Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, brother.
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it.
Oh, really now? Don't have enough to level up. Not even close. Maybe I should go to, you know, over there.
Oh, have you seen that terribly morose lass?
I have.
The firekeeper.
Yeah.
She's stuck keeping that bonfire lit. Sad, really. She's mute and bound to this forsaken place. They probably cut her tongue out back in her village, so that she'd never say any god's name in vain. How do these martyrs keep chugging along? I'd peter out in an instant.
I think I want to end things off here for now. And I'll see you guys next time on Dark Souls.